guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually in my Malaysian apartment. It's a rented apartment that I have rented for few days. I am in Malaysia for a long time and आज मुझे लगा कि एक long form content बनाती हूँ. I'm talking to a lot of strangers, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. But in Malaysia, it's quite safe, I would say. Here, people are so helpful, people are so happy. So I'm just so happy to be here. I'm gonna get ready as I talk to you guys because I'm gonna meet some of my friends, some of my acquaintances. Today is Sunday, so we are meeting for lunch. All of them are Indian and they are traveling from India as well. But I just got to know after coming to Malaysia that they are also traveling Malaysia at the same time. It's a very weird coincidence, but I'm gonna meet them. Whatever products I'm gonna be using today, I'll just link it up for you in the description because if I talk a lot about products, I probably won't be talking about the culture or the main topic of this video. I'm staying in Kuchai Lama. I didn't know about this place. It's not a very happening place, I will tell you that. It's not like Kale Central or the Petronas Twin Tower area, but the apartment is really good and you can always take a Grab or like public transport to get anywhere literally because Kuala Lumpur is very well connected with trains and bus and taxi, literally everything. They have different types of rail over here, monorail, MRT, LRT. So I have been talking to few Malaysian and एक बात मुझे बहुत अजीब लगा that Malaysians don't really think of them as Malaysian. I asked a person, he is Malaysian but he said that he's American. But I have two passports. I was reading a survey where it says that 55% of the people are Malaysian. Their roots belong to Malaysia and 25% people are Chinese and 10% people are actually Indian. Kuala Lumpur में भर भर के South Indian है. Like it's so fascinating to see Indian in a different country who are living as Indian in a different country. So they have their own shops and they have their own community. वो लोग सभी culture को follow करते हैं, वो लोग पूजा वगैरह कर रहे हैं and they have their own मंदिर. There is a place called Little India. I have been to Little India. मतलब मैं walk कर रही थी रास्ते पे तो मुझे 2 बार Little India दिख गए and they have all the garland shop, clothing shop. I also seen a shop of India. If you don't know, India is one of my favorite brands. Sometimes you are just lost in the foreigners, but this is not the case. I met with a friend of mine yesterday and I was coming back to my apartment and I saw so many Indian in the restaurant downstairs. Also a very interesting fact is that जब मैं Kuala Lumpur आ रही थी, I was like it will be the same like Bangkok. So जब मैं Bangkok में गई थी ना, everywhere you needed to use cash. As soon as I arrived in Kuala Lumpur, I was hopping onto the bus and I saw that they are using only card. If you want to try street food, you definitely need a little bit of cash because street food वाले यहाँ पे कार्ड एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं. आप QR कोड से पे कर सकते हैं लेकिन उसके लिए आपको बैंक कनेक्ट करना होगा with a SIM and all of that, same like UPI I guess. So it's not the thing that foreigners can do. So always carry a very little cash. If you are converting your money to ringgit, probably load it in forex card or use a credit card because even in bus, train का भी टिकट काटने जा रहे हो, then also you have to use a card. You can book the train ticket from the kiosk. वहाँ पे आपको कैश लेने का ऑप्शन दिखाएगा लेकिन उस कियोस्क में 10, 20, 30, 50 कुछ भी कैश एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं. People don't use cash at all. पूरा digitalized country हो चुका है. If you want to try street food, just carry 200 or 300 ringgit. It was a little culture shock for me and I carried a lot of cash because I converted cash back in India. यहाँ पे Indian rupees का जो exchange rate है वो बहुत ज्यादा है. If you can convert your cash in India, I did the same thing with Book My Forex. Majority of the places do not accept cash. Weather is very unpredictable. The other day, I went to a cafe and I was talking to an Indian guy. He is working here for 3 years and he was telling me Malaysia में सिर्फ 2 तरीके की weather होता है. Either it's summer, either it's monsoon. There is no in between and it's so unpredictable. Like right now, I woke up, it was very sunny. But right now, it's so cloudy that it can rain at any given moment. मैं पिछले 15 दिन से देख रही हूँ जब भी मैं बाहर जा रही हूँ, it starts raining. And जब भी मैं अंदर आ रही हूँ, it becomes so sunny. Like I don't know if it is only my luck or not. Definitely it is about my luck. But ऐसा ही मलेशिया में होता है. So no one will be shocked if someone is carrying an umbrella. Another interesting fact about Malaysia, which I got to know after coming here, is that Malaysia has a constitutional monarchy. That means Malaysia has a king and queen. They don't make the laws and they don't rule the country. It also has a parliament democracy. The prime minister make the rule. King and queen cannot make the rules without parliament's decision. They have to take permission from parliament's decision and their decision will be the final decision. राजस्थान में ऐसे king queen होते हैं, हमारे इंडिया में it's similarly like that. And I also was talking to one of my friend who I have been talking for a very long time, and I finally met him in Malaysia. Here majority of the people follow Islamic. I don't know who is ruling, but he told me that probably Islamic will take over by majority. Right now majority of the people are Islamic and it is an Islamic country as well, but just because they have different ethnicity in this country like India and Chinese, they respect all of the different ethnicities and religion. The another fact about rent in Malaysia, it's very cheap. It's not anywhere compared to Mumbai. I would say 500-600 रुपए में आपको आराम से रूम नहीं मिलेंगे. आपको हॉस्टल्स में डॉर्मेटरी मिल सकते हैं 500-600 में, लेकिन otherwise you have to pay like 3,000-4,000 minimum to stay in a good room like a 1 BHK. For this home especially I have paid 6,000 rupees per night. Booked it around 3 months ago, but it is a 2 BHK apartment. So it is a very spacious apartment. This is where I'm filming this video right now, is a common area. It has 2 bedrooms. You can use a bedroom like a bedroom and another bedroom as workroom. That's what I am doing. But it's very spacious. It's very big. It's even bigger than our flat in Kolkata. So a little bigger, not too much bigger. It's very well furnished. I have been loving this flat and it is on 39th floor. It's like how much view is so much view. If you're a girl coming to Malaysia for work, there are certain things I have noticed and I want to share it with you guys. There were some things which I found that might be challenging for you. The people are quite double standard. So women who looks like obvious tourists, they were not as stared at as much as a woman perceived to be Malaysian. You don't have to give a shit because especially if you're an Indian, nobody will look at you. South Indian have their obviously different preference and they will look at you and they will understand that you are not South Indian. Malaysian people don't look at Indian at all. That's what I have noticed. And Chinese people of course don't prefer Indian at all. If you're coming here for a long time and if you're thinking of like settling down, you will find it a little challenging over here. If you want to meet other people, like if you want to make connections over here, or if you want to go to a date, or if you want to know the person in general, and if you prefer doing that, it's gonna be a tough task for you because they don't use Hinge. You have to change the location to download Hinge. Probably that's how you can do it. Otherwise you can use Tinder or Bumble. Dating culture is quite different over here and you will find it a little more challenging if you are an Indian and who is gonna settle down for a long time. Another thing about Malaysia is that Malaysian people are very friendly. This is something I absolutely loved after coming in Malaysia. In India, what I have seen from a girl's perspective, if a person is very over friendly, we start doubting that why is he so over friendly? Why is he helping me way too much? There is a very thin line between friendly and over friendly, and being a girl born and brought up in India, we do understand the difference between that. But over in Malaysia, people are so over friendly and they are so respectful. They will help you out as much as they can and they will respect you and they will not judge you on the basis of anything. You can do whatever you want to do. They just learned to respect each other's religions and boundaries, and it is so good to at least notice as an Indian that how respectful they are towards each other and how friendly they are towards strangers and foreigners at the same time. Also in Malaysia, people don't wear very revealing clothes or very tight clothes. Very tight clothes or something that's showing their cleavage or very revealing clothes, you know. Yeah, Chinese people do wear, but they are usually very skinny, right? In general, I have not seen a true Malay girl wearing a very revealing clothes. It also goes with their culture because they believe in modest dressing. That's what I got to learn. There are a lot of foreigners who are wearing it, considers as disrespectful. There is a designated place where you have to smoke. You also cannot consume e-cigarette everywhere as well. But drugs, however, is prohibited for everyone. You cannot smoke in most of the places. And also if you are a tourist and if you are staying in an Airbnb, there is strictly mentioned that you cannot smoke inside. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke. If you are traveling somewhere, if you're going to some iconic places, there are very few places where you can actually smoke. Also, one thing that I have learned which was very shocking to me is that Malaysian and Chinese people over in Malaysia don't like to take vacations. Especially the Chinese people only take business trips. Even if they are taking business trips, that's only happens in Chinese New Year. I have spoken to like three truly Malay boys, and they're like, no, I don't like taking vacations. I will just invest my time by working or learning something. So it was very mind blowing to me. And they don't close their business except Chinese New Year. I feel like it is one of the biggest culture shock I had. Also, there is no law to protect LGBTQ. So homosexuality in Malaysia is technically illegal. However, in the big cities like Kuala Lumpur or Penang, they are more open to homosexuality and they welcome LGBTQ community very openly. They are less judgmental. But if you go outside of these urban cities, a lot of people are not welcoming to the LGBTQ community. Also, if you're a lefty, you're gonna have problem in Malaysia because you always have to use your right hand to eat and to receive something from another person. And also, Malaysia does not have tipping culture, which is a good thing actually. If you like shopping, like if you're doing some street shopping and all of that, and if you can communicate with them, I will tell you to bargain, because when they see foreigner, they just charge whatever they want, which is so wrong actually. Another thing, that social status and hierarchy matters a lot. If someone is from the grandparent generation, the younger people will show a lot of respect. In India, we just say thank you and all of that, like very casually. But over here, people bend a little bit, just like South Korea. They are very respectful towards each other, I understand. If you're coming to Malaysia anytime sooner, please have all of this in mind. You can write it on notes on your phone or on your iPad. Just be respectful towards people, and I think it's just a basic thing that you can do if you are visiting to another country, is respecting their laws and their beliefs and their culture. So yeah, that's about it. I really hope you found this video helpful, and with that, I'm ready. I'm gonna go out now because I'm super hungry actually. So I'm gonna go have food, and hopefully I will see you guys with another video very soon. Bye.
Good inside, oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide